say if I'm on Gen Z, just entering into the workforce, what advice would you give to the Gen Z in terms of doing their homework to what should they be looking for, right? Because at one stage, I mean, I think if we look back back in our day to say, hey, that's my dream company, and inevitably there is always that one piece that which is that, okay, what's your in-hand salary, and that may still be the most lucrative thing everybody's chasing, or maybe in Silicon Valley people want options or whatnot. But I think what would be your advice, Shreya, to think about the Gen Z cohort in general, to say that, okay, as they think about joining a firm or joining any organization, like what should they do and not do, right? Some maybe two do's and two don'ts, just as a way to say that, okay, keep a longitudinal view or maybe the perspective, rather than saying that, okay, I'm going to just do this and not do this. Because very often, in one of my last organizations, we had a partnership with a top end B school, and then it turns out that they were chasing certain salaries, and only to find out that kind of boomeranging for a variety of reasons. So maybe there's some kind of a happy medium. So I don't know. Maybe you you can give some perspectives on, like, okay, what should they do as they think about joining, and things
Right.
in mind.
Yeah. No, happy to provide my perspective with the caveat that this is not advice to the Gen Zer who are sure was knows what they are, yeah, right, what they're looking for. I think I think it's important to understand early on in the career what's what's um, what's driving. What do I think are my motivators, right? What do I think is I was speaking to a, again to somebody who's planning to enter the workforce recently, and they were so clear. They had some experiences in, quote unquote, perhaps some startup setups, which of course gave a great degree of learning and value. But for this person, at the end of the day, they simply felt burnt out by just the intensity of the work without necessarily structure. So I think it's important to first understand what is the what what is the kind of person I am? What is the kind of um, setup that I will enjoy? Do I like structure? Or am I comfortable with a reasonable degree of chaos, which is perfectly fine? How much autonomy? So I think knowing that and some degree of self reflection, and frankly, this holds true for anybody, right? Whether I'm entering the workforce or I think just important pieces to cover. The other thing is, always find out what is the lived experience at the organization, right? Um, Company talks about wellness, balance, all of that. But if you speak to somebody and say it's very common to get a get an email on a Friday evening saying, "Can we discuss this first thing Monday morning?" There's only one way work gets done there, right? So I think important to understand that lived experience. And I'm not judging or saying this is good and this is bad. It's just it's knowledge is power, right? And the beautiful thing in the world today is access to information is democratized, Nikhil, as you know more than I. It is not difficult um, to find out if you really put your heart to it. There is enough and more sources of this information which is available, formal and then also more informal, which allows you to pick up that piece. The other thing is also, and I think it's particularly true today as as companies are and organizations are figuring out the impact of Gen AI on work, on organization structures. I think look at organizations that are investing in learning and development. Look at organizations which are investing in, because it's the earlier on in one's career that one has access to these opportunities, it helps in building that learning mindset, no matter what stage of the career one is in. Uh, it helps to always to spend time, and learning is not it's not an activity to be done Saturday morning or Saturday or Sunday morning. It's also very much an on the job experience than what we go through, right? So I think those are some of the pieces. Going forward, I would really say understand the compensation and benefits. Ask the questions. If something is not put down very explicitly, it's fair to ask. Ask the question. Um, most companies do provide some base level of pay transparency. Most companies do provide some degree of, or even in India, there is some degree of pay reporting that's mandatory. If a company is listed, look that up. That gives you a good idea um, of how things look up at the maybe top end of the organization, but it provides a frame for sure, right? Um, and then the thing about benefits in particular is uh, employers and companies are still evolving the best way to communicate that. So it's still sometimes an old-fashioned PDF, which may not be the best way to do that. But make sure you understand it. Make sure you understand what is the eligibility. Increasingly, companies, not just startups, not just the Silicon Valley equivalents, are providing access to stock programs, but they come with a, there's a risk, there's a return. Make sure you understand it. Speak to people, ask the questions. Uh, that I think provides a good frame for folks to really, hey, does this work for me? At the end of the day, that's the question, right? Does this work for me? Is the question to really ask yourself.